Luther King Day. What does Martin Luther King mean to you?
It means freedom, equal rights for everyone, and everyone to treat everyone equally.
It means a day of independence. And independence means that everybody can have freedom to be with anybody, treat everybody right, go any place you want to go with no fuss, no hassles, no fighting.
Has the dream happened?
Yes.
Yes, but it's still in the making. Still in the making. It's not fully complete yet. There's a lot of stuff going on that needs to change.
Like what?
Like people need to understand other people better. Other races need to get there. Some of them are not there yet, but we're working on it. Everybody's still working on it, thank goodness. So eventually it'll get there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Basically, Martin Luther King means a lot to me because what he marched for, equality, being one of the first students when they integrated the schools, made it possible for me to go and further my education. And by him helping me further my education, I was able to go to school to learn how to be an aircraft mechanic, which ensured me 30 years for working for Lockheed Martin Aircraft Corporation. And I thank him every day for that because he had enough to come forward. So everybody, if you could do the job, you could get the job. And I thank him every day. I wouldn't think of not appreciating a man like him.
What was it like before Martin Luther King, before the Civil Rights Movement?
Before, I remember when everything was separated. I remember as a little girl having to go into the back of Four-Way Cafe just to get a hamburger. Now I can go where I want to go, sit where I want to sit, and I know that if I can do it, if I can learn, nothing can stop me from learning now. All I got to do is have enough gumption to go and do it.
Thank you.
Martin Luther King Day to me, today is a day of celebration for all peoples to understand each other, relationships, and just communicate together, communication. Just try to help each other, help one another, and try to understand one another. And it just means so much to me that I just want to go out and just tell the world can you just understand the process that he went through and the pain and the anguish he went through for all men to be created equal.
Did you pay attention to Martin Luther King when he was alive? Did you?
Yes, sir, I surely did. And some of the pain and suffering that he went through, it really hurts me to think about it. At the time of his death, I actually cried. At the time of his death because I want, everybody to be free and understanding, and I just couldn't understand why someone would, want to hurt a man that wanted peace.
What was life like before Martin Luther King?
I mean, it was real terrible. It was like, it's actually the day, back in the day when it was, before Martin Luther King, I would say it was terrible. I mean, before Martin Luther King, it wasn't no rights at all. And then when he came along, it was really tough.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Pet Vet Clinic, join us on Facebook. We have a state-of-the-art surgical suite and dental facilities. Pet Vet Clinic, join us on Facebook.
We offer in-house blood work where you can get results immediately. We also have digital x-rays.
Come on down to Pet Vet Clinic. We're located at the corner of Burn Hickory and Mission Road. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're here Saturdays from 8 to 12. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Michelle Queen and I'm a full-time realtor.
Valerie Davis, Contracts Manager and Marketing Specialist.
We are the Realty Queen and Team. You know, sometimes we hesitate on things that we know we need to do, but once we do them, aren't we glad we did them? Have you been thinking of selling your home? Well, it's the perfect time. It's a seller's market, so call now to list with me. Please allow me the privilege of earning your business, and when it's time to buy, we promise to make you feel right at home.
Our unique buyer's assessment is able to pinpoint the home of your dreams. Details, experience, and 21st century technology do make a difference. Experience royal customer service.
Call the Realty Queen and team today.
Hi, I'm Steve Bagwell. If you have bad credit due to hard times, hey, we're your place. With a full-time job and income of only $1,800 a month, I have bank financing approval for you immediately. Hey, we're located at 601 Grassdale Road. You can also reach us on our Facebook link, or you can dial 678-605-8874. Hey, give us a call, contact us, please let us help you out.
Hi there, welcome to West End Pharmacy. We're a locally owned pharmacy here in Cartersville. We're independent, not associated with any chains, located conveniently on West Avenue next to the subway.
We specialize in providing great customer service to our customers. Most of our customers wait less than 10 minutes to get their prescriptions filled.
We are located on West Avenue next to Subway, just east of Eagles.
We accept insurance. We have competitive prices for those who do not have it. Come see us and experience the best service in town.
Welcome to Sweet Peas,
where we help your inner sweet tooth to come out.
How about a chocolate chip cupcake? It's not just a white cupcake with chocolate chips thrown in, it actually tastes like a chocolate chip cookie.
And how about, just for fun, a chocolate covered Oreo? Who wouldn't be thrilled to have one of these?
For all you early morning risers, Sweet Peas is now open at 8 o'clock for coffee and a muffin. How about a banana nut muffin or blueberry? Good.
For people that are gluten intolerant, we now offer gluten-free cupcakes.
We have your all-time favorite cookies, peanut butter, chocolate chip, and oatmeal raisin, a great addition to any lunchbox or just for a snack.
Don't forget Valentine's cookies for your sweetie.
Hey Sarah, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
What does Martin Luther King Day mean to you?
Rebirth. A new beginning.
If it's easy, I can go that way.
Equality.
If it's easier for me to go that way, I will.
Equal instead of separatism. The powerful movement of the march. The speech on Washington. This means a number of things to me.
When he was alive, did you follow what he did?
Yes, I did. Marched with him.
You marched with him?
I marched with him.
Where did you march with him?
In Atlanta.
Okay.
We went to Mississippi. We marched with him. And we did the March on Washington. So before segregation became popular in the school, myself, 2 of my sisters, and 4 other girls, we integrated Emerson Consolidated School. We just went. We were rocked. We were called names, but we continued to go. And I was there for a year before I went back to a black school, and the rest of them finished out Emerson Consolidated, which was 1 through 8. It was trying time, but it was interesting times. It was like, I don't know.
When you come back here,
it was almost like retribution, you know. Knowing that, I remember when blacks weren't allowed to go into the counters. I remember Woolworth downtown, the 4-way here in Cartersville. I mean, even now that it's segregated, you still got a choice few that prefer going in the back to eat when we could only go to the back, one allowed in the front. So now, you know, you can go in the front and they still choose to go in the back because they're comfortable there. And, you know, to each his own. But, you know, it's good to have the right to know that you can go, that it's okay now. You don't have to worry about being robbed, called named, being abused, or mistreated. It's a new day.
Can't imagine. I mean, you can't relate to that, you know, unless you were in it.
Oh yeah, and it was really good. I mean, you know, even when he died, you know, we went to Morehouse and marched, you know, in for the funeral. When Coretta died, we went to the state capitol, marched, and went in to see her. So I know the kids personally, you know, and they're a great family. He was a great man, and he stood for peace. And he said he didn't want to be remembered for the Nobel Prize winner that he got. He wanted to be remembered as a drum major for peace. And I think if we all went through that, started that today, it's about peace. It really is about peace. All we want is to have peace. And it should be just a normal thing, but in some effect, we still have to fight for peace, you know?
Did the dream happen?
Yeah, and somewhat, but we still got a long way to go. I mean, with President Obama, you know, he said he dreamed of a day, you know, when we would be judged by the content of our character, not the color of our skin. And he's wanted freedom to reign from North Georgia to Stone Mountain. I mean, you know, all we want is peace, and that's all that really matters, is the peace. You know, and no greater peace has any man, as the Bible said. There's no greater peace. And you know, peace.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What does Martin Luther King Day mean to you?
Martin Luther King Day means to me freedom, peace, love, companion, coming together as one. That was Martin Luther King Day means to me.
When he was alive, did you follow everything that he did when he was alive?
Yes, I did.
What was life like before Martin Luther, before the Civil Rights Movement?
Before the Civil Rights Movement's life was separate water fountains, separate schools.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember going to an all-black school, living in an all-black neighborhood.
Back then, that was just was that questioned, or was that just normal?
It was normal. It was normal. It was a normal life. Questioned by some. I think particularly us young people at that age, I was middle school, high school, elementary school, so it was questioned by us young ones as to why we're just among blacks. You know, why can't we be with whites? Why can't we sleep over at the white neighborhood? Why we can't sleep by my white friend?
You could not do that?
My white friend can't sleep by my house.
You could not do that?
No, couldn't do that. No. Not back in the 60s, anyway. But, so Martin Luther King Day means togetherness for me as one. We come together, whites, blacks, Spanish, we all come together as one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Roy Fowler.
Nice to meet you, Roy. I'm David.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
What does Martin Luther King mean to you? Martin Luther King Day, what does that mean to you?
This day, I was talking to my sons earlier about that. He said, why are we still marching and doing the things we're doing? And I said, well, it's not because we're marching for a cause. We're marching in remembrance of a man that gave his life for such a cause. So that's what it means to me, just to remember a life that was lived, a life that served, a life that made a difference, not just for Black America, but for all the world, because of the ideas he embodied are the ideas of Christ. Is every man is somebody, and that's what it means to me.
You don't look old enough to be around before Martin Luther King.
No, I wasn't around before.
Okay, so you don't know what life was like before? I guess your parents are...
My parents, and yeah, just from people talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 52 years old.
Okay.
But, so that's why I take part in celebrations like these and things like this.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We here at Sweet Peas are excited to be participating in the Northwest Georgia Bridal Expo at the Clarence Brown Convention Center on the 24th. Come check it out. You'll find everything you need to plan your special day. Among all the door prizes that will be there, Sweet Peas will be giving away a wedding cake. So come see us.
Hey, Jay Watts back here, Terry Reed Hyundai, and yes, you have heard the news, we are growing. We now sell Hyundais, Buicks, GMCs. That means you can buy a truck now here at Terry Reed Hyundai. in Cartersville, Georgia. The good folks that win, service community well for 30 years. We're going to keep it local. We bought it out. We will take over down there. Now you can buy trucks, vans, SUVs, cars, new, used, all from me, Jay Watts, here at Terry Reed Hyundai. What better thing to do than to keep your money local, buy from local people that serve the community well, like Terry Reed Lawfridge and Claudia Lawfridge, while you're working with me again, Jay Watts here, Terry Reed Hyundai, Buick, GMC. Come out and see us.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us.
You know, all our family actually comes to Parnick Jennings. You know, once we lose a loved one, we call on them because, you know, they really took care of us in the past. As far as controlling the funeral, the arrangements for the trafficking to the gravesite, everything went perfect and, you know, in order like it needed to be. And, you know, especially with a loved one that you lost, you want things to go like it's supposed to, and they really done a professional job of doing it.
Pre-arranging a funeral, it could be probably one of the most important things that you could do for your loved one. You have time to make those decisions in a calm, relaxed atmosphere, and you can lock in the price. In today's economy, you know, price is something that we have to think about. And by making a pre-arrangement in advance and funding it, you're guaranteeing that those prices will be there and you'll be protected from any future inflation. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Hi, I'm Don Weathers with 24 Bail Bonds. We're located on Xena Drive, just right down from the jail. You can't miss me with this big bright yellow building and the red trim. And there's my phone number right there. Put it in your phone. Keep me on speed dial. You never know when you're going to need me. But I guarantee you when you do, I'm going to treat you like family, and we're going to get you out of jail no matter where you're at in the state of Georgia. We have several locations, so it doesn't matter what you're charged with or where you're at, we're going to come to your rescue. We're going to get you out of that old stinky jail. You call me 770-382-2424, and we'll be there when you need us.
It means a miracle that one design, but through him, he gave people power to stand and let them know what a dream is all about. A dream is all about going forward, not going behind, and believe in what you believe in and stand tall for who you are. Because God is in the head of this, and he gives the king this desire in his heart, so he fulfills the people with it, so they can get the dream. This dream will fulfill, and it's still happening. It's all about him. Thank you, sir.
You know, I've had the opportunity to live all over the Southeast. Moved here from Macon, and I'll say this, of all the places that I've ever lived, as far as people getting along together, from the rich to the poor, black, white, we're making better progress here in Bartow County and in Cartersville than any place I've ever lived. And among the ministers, man, we've got black ministers, white ministers swapping pulpits. There's just been a lot of neat stuff happening in the last 2 years, especially among the across racial and denominational lines. And so this idea of unity and love is happening here in an unusual and unique way. It's a great place to live.
What's your name?
Raymond Lewis.
Hey man, nice to meet you. I'm David. David. What does Martin Luther King Day mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. It means a lot because, see, I grew up in the desegregation time. And when he brought all this along, so that helped me a whole lot. So I went to all-black school and stuff like that. And while we couldn't go to a restaurant and sit down and eat a good meal or anything like that, all restroom, water fountain, everything was segregated, that we couldn't do this, but now we can. And that's what he did for us.
When that was happening, did you question it, or that was just normal?
Well, growing up like me, see, I was born in '37, so you can see how I was that. That was just normal at that time. Because that's where I was supposed to drink water at, it had colored up there. So I know we didn't supposed to go over there. And a lot of times folks did, well, they got in trouble for doing it. So that was something that we had to live with.
And Martin Luther King came along.
Came along and straightened it out. So you don't see those signs anymore. We go to any restaurant we want to, sit down, have a decent meal, and nobody bothers.
That's good.
That's good.
We live in a great country right now.
We live in a great country right now.
Yes, but thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Is this your family?
Yes, it is.
What a nice looking family.
Thank you.
Hi. All right, what does Martin Luther King Day mean to you?
It is an opportunity to show my children what it's like for them to be able to celebrate being black in America.
Do you think the dream is the dream happening? Is it?
The dream is happening, even though it may not be as perfect as he wanted it to be, but it is happening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
So what do we do here at Sun Tamers? We tint windows. Everything we do comes with a lifetime warranty. What sets us apart? Experience. We've been in business for over 22 years right here in the same location. I've been tinting for 25. Just wanted everybody to know that we do more than cars. We do houses, we do boats, we do commercial buildings. We can save you a lot of money on your energy bill. We can add security to your house with safety and security films. We can do a lot of things. Just give us a call.
It's Jessica Mitchum. Good to see you, Jessica.
Good to see you too, David. How are you?
Good. Today is the Martin Luther King holiday.
Yes.
And you just came from it.
Yeah, I was in the march. There's a march that started at the Civic Center, went downtown, came back. So,
why do you participate?
I participate to be in solidarity with what's going on here today. I'm here certainly on behalf of the shelter, but also just personally. I hope for my children to be about things like this, to be about equality of all people. I could go on and on and on about that for a while, but just to be part of this and to see people come out is encouraging.
Now, I think there's very few people that don't know, but what is the shelter?
Absolutely. So I'm the director of Good Neighbor Homeless Shelter, which is on Porter Street, and we serve homeless men, women, and families with children.
I'm hearing good things.
We are working hard. We're working hard. Served about 700 people last year.
Wow.
Lots and lots of them going back to work. We started to track a little more about how many people are getting housed and staying housed, and 3/4 of the way through last year, 93% of everybody who was housed when they left were still housed when we were talking to them months later. So
That's
we're excited.
Very good.
Yeah, we're really encouraged. We just, we're always encouraged. Lots of guests come back by and see us. Come by when they are having a great day, have good news to share with us. So we just keep plugging on, trying to help more people find jobs, find places to live, to call home. So.
I mean, some people it just doesn't work.
Absolutely. And we're going to lose some. We generally say some are not ready. Everybody's going to get ready at some point to decide that they want to find a job, want to find a place to live. Some still think there's another way to get that done, and that's their prerogative. So,
how bad is the homeless situation in Bartow County?
So we are hosting the statewide homeless count, which is next Monday. That's January 26th. There's a huge nationwide effort and statewide effort to count unsheltered folks in our community. And so we're the host agency for Bartow. We are going to be operating out of Sam Jones United Methodist Church. We'll leave the church at 6 and send teams out to fill out surveys, talk to folks who are living unsheltered. I expect total to be somewhere around 150 people that we'll find that are living unsheltered. We're taking out meals and blankets and bottled water and backpacks full of supplies and things like that. So
150, is that Do you think that's a high number or a low number?
I feel like that's a high number for a community our size. That may include some folks who are in shelters, but it'll include a lot of folks who are living unsheltered or staying in some of the hotel motels for the week someone else is paying for, otherwise they'd be unsheltered. Our school social workers would certainly report there are lots of moms with kids in our school system that can't afford a place to live, that are struggling all the time.
I would if you hit rock bottom, unless somebody's helping you, how would you get out of it?
I don't know. We certainly take information out about agencies.
Right.
We got a resource page. We'll take phone numbers and locations. I am a believer that there's always going to be some folks who choose to live unsheltered, and that's the lifestyle they want, and that's fine. So we're going to go out just make sure that they know where there's a food pantry, know how to get medical assistance. For some of them, this is the way they want for it to be, even though that seems strange to many of us who can't imagine living that lifestyle. So I know we're going to find some who know about all the resources, and this is really the lifestyle they want, and then others that don't know where the shelter is located, don't know where there are food pantries to reach out to, and so we'll make sure that they have the information they need so that they can get more help.
You take this home with you?
I try to focus on my kids when I get home. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and while this problem is really important and I am super passionate about it at the end of the day, my kids are more important to me and their well-being, but I talk with them a ton about what we do and how blessed my family is personally, and it's hard with little kids for them to see how overwhelmingly blessed we are and how much we take for granted. So,
Jessica Mitchum, everybody, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Behold, oh how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Now, I'm going to give the RM version, Ruby Morgan version. Behold, oh how good and how pleasant it is for men and women, boys and girls, mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, husbands and wives, grandparents and grandchildren, whites and blacks, people of all walks of life to come together, to sing together, to pray together, to march together, to fellowship together in a spirit of unity, and to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
What's up, David? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? All right.
We're doing one for the day in God, man. It's a beautiful day.